What kinds of special techniques are used by people who practice your form of meditation?
I ask my students to have a mind totally freed from thoughts. This is the first technique I offer. And then after some time I tell them to welcome only good thoughts, divine thoughts, the thoughts that are progressive and illuminating and fulfilling. This is how I advise them to start with the meditation, especially at the preliminary stages of study.
Well, for example, do they use a mantra or a word to meditate on?
No, in our path we do not advocate mantra incantation. We feel that our prayer and meditation, let us say meditation, is most effective. But at the same time, we do not have a word against mantra. It is necessary for those who want to follow the mantric path. In our case, love, devotion, and surrender to God's will is our way to approach the supreme reality. Everyone has to have that inner cry, inner thirst for God. Then when one feels that one is really thirsty, then God will provide with necessary drink, nectar. Now for that, what we need? We need daily 15 minutes or half an hour of time dedicated to God before we enter into the outer world. 8 o'clock we leave our home, we go to the office. But why? To meet with the demands of the outer life. But if you want to meet with the demands of the inner life, then first thing first, early in the morning, if God comes first, we have to meditate 10 minutes on God, and then we have to go to humanity, to please humanity, or for our own sake, to stay here on earth. So if God comes first, then early in the morning, let us pray to God, let us enter into the activities of God.
What should I do? There are certain things I do now, but I want to do more. What should I do now every day?
Every day you please meditate for a few minutes, say 15 minutes. Now we need a few things to inspire us outwardly. Suppose you have incense right in front of you, burning incense. It reminds you immediately of aspiration. Incense is burning and you are being purified. In the spiritual life, when we have purity, we are hundreds of miles away from the bondage, the man-made bondage. Then if you keep a candle in front of you, you see the flame, burning flame of aspiration. If you keep a few flowers in front of me, then the purity comes, childlike purity. A child, when you look at a child has no enemy because he is flooded with purity, with divine light, divine consciousness. So when you meditate, when you pray to God, if you could kindly keep a few flowers in front of you and then incense and candles, automatically your meditation will be heightened by these aspiring qualities right in front of you factors. And then if you can have one or two friends who are willing to be in the same boat, that is to say, who are really ready to participate in your inner search. Here, Hugh is there, Paul, these two would be more than willing to meditate with you here. I'm sure they would be more than willing. These are young members of your family here, spiritual family. So if you could meditate 15 minutes a day, you starting with 1, 2, 3. And again, in God's eye, it is not the number, it is not the quantity, it is the quality.
Yes.
So you can easily be a host in yourself if your aspiration is thick, intense, and most powerful. Then that is more than enough for God.